Expat Guide, Thailand. The Essential Guide to Becoming an Expatriate in Thailand, Part 3 of 12. Visa and legal requirements before moving to Thailand. It's essential to understand the types of visas available, the application process, and the legal requirements for living in the country. Types of visas available. Tourist visa. This is the most basic type of visa issued to foreigners who wish to visit Thailand for tourism purposes. It typically allows for a stay of up to 60 days, extendable for another 30 days. Non-immigrant visa. This type of visa is for individuals who plan to stay in Thailand for a longer period but do not intend to settle permanently. It's generally used for business purposes, studying, or retirement. There are different categories of non-immigrant visas, including B, for business and work, ED, for education, O for volunteers, and OA, for those over 50 years old planning to retire in Thailand. Business visa. Technically a category of the non-immigrant visa, non-immigrant B visa. This is for individuals who intend to conduct business or to work in Thailand. In addition to the visa, a work permit is also required to legally work in the country. Education visa. Also, a category of non-immigrant visa, non-immigrant ED visa. It's for individuals who plan to study in Thailand, whether for a short language course or a full degree program. Retirement visa. For foreigners over 50 years old who wish to retire in Thailand, non-immigrant OA visa. It requires proof of financial stability, among other requirements. Marriage visa. This is for foreign nationals married to Thai citizens or who have a Thai spouse, non-immigrant O visa. Certain financial requirements need to be met to obtain this type of visa. Permanent resident visa. After staying in Thailand for a certain period, typically on a non-immigrant visa, it is possible to apply for a permanent resident visa. However, this involves a more complex application process and requires meeting various stringent criteria. Remember that visa regulations can change, and the process can be complicated. It's always best to check the current requirements with the Thai embassy or consulate in your home country. If necessary, consider consulting with a visa service or immigration attorney. Process of applying for a visa. Gather required documentation. First, gather all necessary documents. This typically includes a passport valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay, completed application forms, recent passport-sized photos, proof of travel arrangements, like a round-trip ticket, and evidence of sufficient funds. Other documentation might be required depending on the visa type, such as a letter from a Thai company for a business visa, or a marriage certificate for a marriage visa. Submit application. Visa applications are generally submitted to a Thai embassy or consulate in your home country. Some types of visas may allow online applications. It's always best to check the specific submission guidelines provided by the relevant Thai diplomatic mission. Pay the application fee. A non-refundable fee is required when submitting the visa application. The amount varies depending on the type of visa. Payment methods usually include cash, money order, or certified bank check. Attend interview, if necessary. Depending on the type of visa, an interview may be required. During the interview, you will be asked questions about your purpose of visit and plans in Thailand. Be prepared to provide further documentation if requested. Wait for processing. Once the application is submitted, it will take some time for it to be processed. The processing time can vary greatly depending on the type of visa and the specific Thai embassy or consulate handling the application. It can range from a few days to several weeks. Receive visa. If your application is approved, the visa will be stamped or affixed into your passport. If the application is denied, you should be given a reason for the refusal. Keep in mind that the visa application process can be complex and time-consuming. It's crucial to start your application well ahead of your planned departure, and to double-check all information and documentation before submission. Consulting with a visa service or immigration attorney might be helpful if the process seems daunting. Work permits. Understanding the necessity. Anyone who wishes to work in Thailand must obtain a work permit in addition to their visa. This applies to all types of work, paid or unpaid. The Thai government defines work quite broadly, so if you're uncertain whether your activities require a permit, it's best to check with a legal advisor or the Department of Employment. Application process. The process usually begins with securing a job offer from a Thai company. The company then applies on your behalf for a non-immigrant B visa, business visa, which is a prerequisite to apply for the work permit. Once you have the appropriate visa, you, or your employer on your behalf, can apply for the work permit at the Office of Foreign Workers Administration, Department of Employment, or at the Provincial Employment Office in the province where you will work. You'll need to submit several documents, including your passport, non-immigrant B visa, medical certificate, job contract, and other documents related to your employer's business. Validity and renewal. The initial work permit is usually valid for up to 1 year, corresponding with the validity of your visa. It can be renewed annually if you maintain your visa status. Limitations and regulations. There are certain jobs that foreigners are not allowed to engage in, according to the Thai Foreign Business Act. Make sure to verify that your proposed job is not on this list. Remember, working in Thailand without a valid work permit can lead to severe penalties, including fines, imprisonment, deportation, and a ban from re-entering Thailand. Always ensure that you have the proper authorizations to work legally. Renewal and long-term stay considerations. Visa extensions. In many cases, you can apply for an extension of stay if you wish to remain in Thailand beyond the validity of your current visa. This is usually done at an immigration office within Thailand. The process involves applying, paying a fee, and providing documentation supporting your reason for extending. 90-day reporting. If you are staying in Thailand for a long period, usually with a non-immigrant visa, you are required to report to immigration every 90 days to verify your current address. This can be done in person, by mail, or in some cases, online. Re-entry permits. If you plan to leave Thailand temporarily and return while still on a valid long-term visa, you will need a re-entry permit to prevent your visa from being cancelled. This can be obtained at an immigration office or at the airport. Work permit renewal. If you are working in Thailand, you will need to renew your work permit usually annually. This often involves providing updated documentation and another application fee. Your employer often handles this process. Permanent residency. After residing in Thailand for a certain period on a long-term visa, usually 3 consecutive yearly extensions, you may apply for permanent residency. This process is quite complex and requires meeting various criteria, including a demonstrated ability to speak and understand Thai. Remember, overstay of a visa is taken very seriously in Thailand and can result in fines or even imprisonment. Always keep track of the expiration date of your visa and make necessary renewals or extensions in a timely manner. Consultation with a legal advisor or immigration expert is recommended for understanding the complexities of long-term stay regulations. Requirements for permanent residency and citizenship. Permanent residency. After 3 consecutive 1-year extensions of a non-immigrant visa, you may be eligible to apply for permanent residency. Here are some of the key requirements. Having a valid non-immigrant visa at the time of application. Proof of 3 consecutive yearly extensions. No criminal record in Thailand or the applicant's home country, and good behavior. Being able to provide useful services to Thailand regarding academic, professional, or other capacities. Pass a proficiency test in the Thai language. Keep in mind that the Thai government limits the number of permanent residency permits issued each year, and the application process can be complex and lengthy. Citizenship. Gaining Thai citizenship is a more complicated and longer process. You must meet several conditions, including holding permanent residency status for a certain number of years, proving a clean criminal record, demonstrating knowledge of the Thai language, including reading, writing, and speaking, having lived in Thailand continuously for a period, usually 5 years, showing a record of steady employment and income. The application process for Thai citizenship is quite rigorous and involves interviews, extensive documentation, and tests of your Thai language proficiency. It's also worth noting that Thailand does not generally permit dual citizenship, meaning you might have to renounce your original citizenship if granted Thai citizenship. Always consult with an immigration expert or legal advisor when considering permanent residency or citizenship, as the requirements and procedures can be intricate and change over time. Legal rights and responsibilities. Rights. As an expatriate living in Thailand, you are granted certain rights, including residency rights. Once your visa is approved, you have the right to live in Thailand for the duration of the visa. Work rights. With the correct visa and work permit, you have the right to work in Thailand. Property rights. Foreigners can own certain types of property in Thailand, including condominiums, but there are restrictions on land ownership. Legal protection. As a resident, you are entitled to legal protection under Thai law. Responsibilities. As an expat, you also have responsibilities under Thai law. Visa regulations. You must obey all Thai immigration laws and regulations, including maintaining a valid visa and reporting to immigration as required. Criminal laws. Just like Thai citizens, you are subject to Thai criminal laws and can face penalties including fines, imprisonment, or deportation for violations. Cultural respect. Thailand has strict laws concerning respect for the monarchy, Buddhism, and other cultural institutions. Violating these can result in severe penalties. Taxes. If you are working in Thailand, you are responsible for understanding and meeting your tax obligations. Remember, as an expatriate, you are subject to the laws of your host country, and it is important to understand your rights and responsibilities. Ignorance of the law is rarely accepted as a valid defense. If in doubt about anything, it's wise to seek legal advice.